Hi everybody, welcome to my second video. I'm excited to be showing you some of my rehearsal dinner items that I've been creating, a little DIY for that. And we're gonna do an I do barbecue, so it's gonna be lots of great food. We're gonna have swim, we're gonna make s'mores, it's gonna be a blast. So I just wanna show you some of the supplies I've been using first off. The first one is this bandana ribbon, which my mother found at a craft store for $1. Steal. So I'm not really sure where else you can get it though, to be honest. What's nice about it, it's real thick. It's actually, if you can hear, it's very fabric-y as opposed to just like a satin ribbon. I love the stitching that's here on the end. And then it is wired, which I love because creating bows, things like that, it really holds its shape. Another item I have is my little twine ball that has come apart. It's been very well used and loved. You can get it at any of your craft stores, usually Walmart, I think has it, Michael's, Joann's, places like that. It's usually about $5 to $8 and it lasts a very long time. The other item I have here is a burlap ribbon that has this really pretty lace over it. I like the element of the lace too because I think it's more soft and romantic, especially for a rehearsal dinner. And we're also using a lot of lace at the wedding, so I think it's a good tie-in. As you can see here, it's 2.5 inches thick and 10 feet long, and it has lasted a long time. I've used it for about 5 of these mason jars now that I'll be showing you in a little bit, as well as a big wreath that I made for the summer. I also have some of these sunflowers. We just popped them off of their stem, and then I'll actually trim this portion down, hot glue it right onto the mason jar. So simple and easy. That's my supplies. Of course, I have my handy dandy glue gun. Where would a crafter be without a glue gun? Where would the world be? I just don't know. And some scissors, of course, to cut. I got these at the dollar store, if you can believe it, and they actually work really great. And so the first thing I'm going to show you is our Smores Skewers. And I was fortunate enough that I found these during the summer at the Target spot section, which you have to check out. I found so much. Our thank you cards all came from there. These little doodads came from there. Oh, we made banners, we've made signs, all that kind of stuff came from that dollar section. So it's a great way to save money. Looking there, dollar store. At clearance aisles, oh my gosh, clearance aisles have wonderful stuff too. So got all of these for $1. They're really great, and they are extendable, which I can't do with one hand, but they are extendable. And they just came with just kind of an oak, really light colored wood handle, which isn't bad, but I wanted something a little bit more rustic looking. So I took the twine and I just hot glued it right here on the end and then wrapped it nice and tightly around, and then finished it off at the end. Not all of my ends look this nice, but I kind of figure your hand's going to be covering it anyway, so it's not as big of a deal. And then for some of them, to add a little bit of extra flair, I used the bandana ribbon here. It made a really pretty bow, and I love to cut the ends with the little triangle. I don't know why. To me, it's very classic. And so then at the end, we're going to put them all in this little twine mason jar that I'm going to show you how to create in just a minute. And I think it looks nice. We'll put it next to the s'mores. We have really cute little s'more love signs, and I have those posted in the blog, so definitely check them out. We ordered them on Etsy, and I will put her link to that Etsy website at the bottom of the picture, so definitely check her out. She's got really cute stuff, and for not a bad price. So next we're going to make our mason jars, which you see here. So it's very similar to the twine ones I made, except that I've added this little flower and put flowers in them. This is actually Jess's bouquet. Isn't it beautiful? Made by another Etsy artist. I think they're all artists. So an Etsy artist named Brittany, and I will also post her link in the blog, so definitely check it out. There's my bouquet. I'm in love. It's so beautiful. But you can also see here I did a sunflower instead. So now I'm going to show you how to make that. Hi everybody, sorry for kind of the odd angle, but now I'm going to show you how to make the mason jars. So I actually just cleaned off the mason jar. This used to be a spaghetti jar, the Classico. It's a great way to have dinner as well as make some art projects. So I've already kind of started. I took the burlap with lace ribbon, and then I like to pre-measure it out like that. Oh, finally coming to the end of it. And then I just take the scissors, cut it, and then take my handy dandy glue gun and just line it along and make as straight of an edge as possible. I like to have it kind of right in the middle. I think it looks really nice like that. Then I'm going to take my burlap ribbon, or I keep calling it burlap ribbon, but I do mean my bandana ribbon. I think Rocky's going to help me out here. Everybody say hi to Rocky, hi Rocky. I like to line up the edges to be the same because I want my seams to be seamless. No, I want my seams to be on the same spot. So then when you put the flower on it, it'll cover up all those seams, which is really nice. Or in the case of the twine, you can also put the twine on it to kind of help cover that area. So I just put a line of glue right here. I actually don't glue all the way around. I think it's sort of unnecessary. But it's up to you if you feel like it needs more support and structure to it. I just pull it nice and tight, lay it right over, and cut that edge off there. A little bit more of hot glue. What's nice about this project too is it really doesn't take too long. But honestly, it adds so much to the element of the room. Like I said before, I really love the little details, and I think fun items like the mason jars, and we're going to put sunflowers and baby's breath in it. I think it makes for a really fun and beautiful centerpiece, but it's very simple. It doesn't take a whole lot of time. It doesn't cost a lot of money. So as you see here, I've now added the bandana ribbon to it. Like I said before, I love this stitching. I think it goes in really well with the burlap. Most of the time I would take the flower, like I said, we cut off the stem of it and cut off the part right here that the stem is stuck into. I just chop that off like so to try and make as flat of a surface as possible. And then I take it, dab it with a lot of hot glue. You can see this one's got a massive amount of hot glue. And like I said before, right over where your seam is, take the flower and cover it. And then it makes this really nice coverage where you can't see that seam. Unfortunately, the only sunflowers I have left are massive, massive, massive. So I'm not going to use them for that. I'm going to make another twine mason jar. But this is what your sunflower jar would look like afterwards. It covers right over that seam, so it has a very nice look all the way around. For a very simple and super cute. Like I said, I'm going to use it for my skewers as well as some centerpieces and flowers. So it's really fun. For the twine, you would just do the same thing that you've already done. I like to put just a little tiny line so it's not too gloopy right on this seam here. And I do use cold hot glue for that reason, because I get it all over myself. And then I just take my twine here, start it on an end, and just simply wrap it around. I like to do it where it crisscrosses it. I think it makes a fun little element to it. I do it about 4 times altogether. And then I just cut it off right there on the last seam. And you already have the hot glue, but unfortunately, since I am using cold glue, it dries pretty fast. And just stick it down. And voila! So it doesn't have quite as pretty of a seam as the sunflowers do, but you can see around. And then you can play with it too and crisscross them a little bit more, place them where you want them so that it ends up like my other mason jar I've made. See how I have the crisscross here? I think it's really fun. And Rocky's coming into the picture again. And so that's just a few of the things that I have been creating for the rehearsal dinner. I'm also going to show you a little bit later. And one project that I can do from start to finish is our I Do Barbecue banner, little bunting banner that I'm creating. I got to get a few more supplies for that, and then I'll be making a video for that one as well. Thank you so much. If there's anything you want to see, let me know, or think that I can do to make these videos even better, please let me know, and I'd love to share more with you. Thank you so much. See you next time.